Hello, my name is Linda, also known as Tortagialla around the internet, and I love creative journaling and all things stationery. So today I am coming back with a little journal chat and just update. We are well into August, and basically I've been on vacation with my kids. We went from Italy to California for over 40 days, visiting family, of course, but it was a very long vacation, so I'm definitely just coming back and trying to get back into the swing of things. And of course, I did travel journaling, but that means that my normal journaling sort of routine and process, not all of it was kept up. The only thing that I kept up with was this Midori 3-year. I started it this year, and it's just a couple sentences every day, and because it's so short and quick, it is something that I'm able to keep up with. So you can see that I have all the entries from the beginning of the year to now, and I'm so happy to have this and really excited to keep going with it and get all the years so that I could see have that satisfaction of the 3 entries per year. And this first year I am using using my Kaweco Sport with a matching olive color ink. And I'm just showing here the quote that I have for the prologue because I wasn't really sure what to write in that. I think I would just write a quote. So you can see I have all the entries, and it's just messy handwriting, but very excited to keep going with this. And I really, really love the Midori cream paper. And it's really making me want to just switch to all the MD paper notebooks for 2024. So yeah, those are upcoming thoughts as we are in Hobonichi season, and everyone's looking at the new releases. But yeah, I'm just trying to get my bearings back here because I do use a Hobonichi cousin. As you can see, it is very, very chunky. I use it for memory keeping. So what I started doing was using the weeklies as sort of an activity log, and it's definitely very cute, and I was getting used to it. I was smearing my ink and made mistakes, but I did like it. The problem is when I was on vacation, June and July, no updates. I did not bring this with me because it was just too chunky. And I collect a lot of ephemera. I paste in a lot of paper and decorating and stickers, and I add photos of my kids. So that's why this is so darn chunky. And unfortunately, I have absolutely zero motivation to backdate all of this stuff. I know some people like doing that. It gives them a sense of comfort and all that kind of things to fill it all in. And I would like to do that because it would be so nice to have my Hobonichi cousin completely filled out. But I just, I've done almost from January to May. So there's a lot of repeat and things, so I just don't really feel motivated. And then this book is so chunky, and again, I do this to myself every single year. I really like having the entire year in one book, but unfortunately I bulk it up so much that when I get to mid-year, I always don't want to continue anymore because it's too fat and too hard to write in and just really hard to deal with. And I know that you can flip over the Hobonichi and all that kind of stuff to even it out. The motivation just isn't there. So I have my travel journal for the 2 months that we were traveling, so I don't want to repeat anything. So I might just skip all the pages and start, from August or September. I don't know. I really am not sure if I should abandon this whole thing right now or continue with Hobonichi, but in a more sparing manner and not add that much stuff so it doesn't get too bulked. I don't know. I'm in indecision right now, so I basically just leave my Hobonichi to the side and stare at it every once in a while on my desk. It's like that weird bittersweet kind of thing where you really love Hobonichi and you want to use it and you get it every year, but then I'm not one of those people that journal pen only in my Hobonichi because it's a memory keeper, so there's just so much stuff. If it was pen only, it would be so much more easy to handle, but I'm all about the ephemera and most definitely all about the photos because I'm a mom of 3 kids, and I just take a lot of photos. And obviously, you don't have to be a mom to take a lot of photos. You might just be very heavy on the photo documentation. And the thing about the Hobonichi is that I got the English version this time around because they released it, but I really don't read them. Like, do you guys read the notes, the quotes? I don't, and people just cover them up, so I feel sort of like, why am I getting the Hobonichi that costs so much more when I could just get a blank notebook or, something else? And again, because of my love for the MD paper, I feel like I should get the MD paper diary instead. So anyways, those thoughts are going on my head. This right here is the Traveler's Diner Camel in standard size that I brought on my vacation, and it has 2 giant inserts in it that I've documented our 2 months traveling, and you can see I printed only some of the photos, and it's a huge stack already, but then I stopped because I realized I need to print while I do it. Otherwise, I'm just going to confuse myself and not remember things anymore. So while I was traveling, I went to the stamp caravan at Flax and stamped madly. I went on a weekend, so it wasn't the opening day, so it was already everything was cleared out. There was practically nothing left to buy, but it was so calm and serene, and the lady was really nice there and was just like, oh, take your time, do whatever you want. So I was just monopolizing the stamp station and stamped a gajillion different inserts. The craft inserts I stamped in my obviously in my travel booklet, but also in other inserts, and also in a watercolor sketchbook insert, and just all over the place. And I just wanted to stamp as much as possible to make sure I did, sort of as much as I could given the opportunity. And you can see that my insert is filled with a lot of ephemera and some deco stickers and just some notes and stuff, but it's not journaled in yet. And I, as I was putting stuff in, I was making room for photos, but I need to put all the photos in, so I definitely need to finish these 2 inserts. So again, probably I'm not motivated to do my Hobonichi because I want to work on this one. So I'm just going to do it slowly. Obviously, it's going to be hard to blow through everything really quickly because it's just going to take so much time. So I'm just going to let myself, do some entries every few days or something whenever I have time, and not be forcing myself, because it's nice to relive the memories kind of things. But that just means that my memory keeping is sort of on halt because I'm not doing it in my Hobonichi regularly anymore. I really just have my 3-year diary that is going on a daily basis. Otherwise, I did do morning pages in this tiny olive passport from Moterm, and this tiny little passport notebook is really cute. It's my niece actually sent it to me from a museum, because it's actually really hard to find these thicker notebooks in passport size. I know that there's the Penco ones, but it's so hard to buy from here and they're really expensive. So I don't know, maybe need to make my own inserts or something. But I really like the really small morning pages, because I can't do 3 full pages longhand, that people talk about. I journal sort of in so many different capacities. I still like the brainstorm or the brain dump type of morning pages, but I journal in so many different forms that I can't write that much, I guess. I do have my Moleskine daily still, and you can see that it's really decorated and fun, and I just wanted it to be a really happy, cute pocket notebook, which is what it is. And at first I was sort of confusing myself, I'm using pen only, besides all of these tip-ins and decorations, but in the actual daily entries, it is pen only, and I'm just writing what I accomplished or something positive. And sometimes I would confuse myself, I would put write something else, but primarily it is supposed to be good things, But of course, I did not take this on vacation with me because I pretty much only took my travel journal, my TN. So I'm behind, so I need to fill it in. And ultimately, I think this is going to become more of an evergreen kind of journal rather than only of 2023, because I just want it to be a positive affirmations kind of pocket notebook. So you can flip through and it will just have positive affirmations and things in it. This is another Moleskine pocket that I have, and I have a lot of them because I bought like a bunch of old ones that are like backdated, you know, from 2021 or 2022 because they were like cheap on sale. And I just use it for random collaging. And you can see that this one is almost finished. And this is probably like the most complicated, you know, like fully collaged page. Otherwise, it's actually really simple. I'm like sticking something on the left, sticking something on the right, or like collaging on the left and like covering the, you know, the old dated moleskin, because these are like old weekly moleskins, and just writing on the right. So these are my like pocket anything everything journals. I don't think you can really call it a commonplace book because I don't always write in them. Like sometimes it's just collage, but sometimes it is writing down quotes or writing down other things. So it's a big mix. And I have another Camel TN with the monthly, which is another like just random collage and writing because I'm doing the Cafe Analog Project Me prompts. But again, I'm behind on that because as soon as we went on vacation, basically, I didn't do any of these other like journals anymore. They were all left at home. And now that I'm back in August, it's like I need to decide, like, am I going to do them and catch up, or am I just going to be like, whatever? And I have a feeling that I'm not going to finish everything in 2023, but maybe I will eventually finish them off. Oh, I wanted to just quickly say thank you to Dabbling with Journals, Allie, because I won her giveaway here on YouTube, and she sent me a standard sized, brand new, like camel traveler's notebook with the super lightweight insert and a bunch of like goodies from her, like pet tape samples and all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful, and I'm gonna do a whole video on this. So but I just wanted to mention it again because it's like here on my desk because I like ripped it open immediately when I got back from vacation. So it's actually been a while, but I need to catch up on everything, as I said. So I still have like my music themed camel TN. I have my train TN, which is like train themed, where we document like train rides, which we actually haven't done because, I mean, we've done some, but we're supposed to take our kids on like a real, you know, train vacation kind of thing. So that's why I started all of these. But yeah, everything is just in flux, and I don't have the other journals right here with me, but there are loads of more like A5 sort of like notebook therapy, collage journals. I have my Hobonichi Weeks for like Italian learning. I have my Paper Republic like drawing doodle journal. Just so many more, and all things that I want to do, but at the same time, there are other like priority tasks on my list. And oh, I also have this Hobonichi Day Free that I finally dug into and started using, documenting all of my creative work and websites and like creative business kind of stuff. And like it's sometimes like embarrassing, but at the same time, it's really helpful to journal about it, like to talk to yourself about it, of all the things that I'm doing that is sort of like a side hustle, but not really because it's supposed to be, you know, my job, but it is a side hustle because obviously I am caring for my 3 kids and doing all this other stuff. But you know, I am on Ko-fi and I do design there and post every single month downloads for my members. So again, this notebook has just become like documentation for my creative endeavors and journaling about it. And this month I'm actually joining in on Instagram challenge designing patterns, so you will see on my Instagram that I'm updating with those. And of course I'm documenting like all the patterns that I've created for my Ko-fi and just journaling about it, because that definitely helps to like reflect back on your own work. And I think I most definitely am in this mode right now of like self-reflection and trying to learn from the self-reflection so that I can move forward strategically. So again, this is the IG challenge that I was talking about. So if you follow me, tortagialla, on IG, you will see all of the posts where every day I'm posting a new design. And if you're a supporter on my Ko-fi, you don't have to be a member, but just a supporter. You get 30 days access if you just support. And I will be posting every single pattern that I create there. These are the latest printables from the Ko-fi in August. But yeah. I will include all the links down below if you're interested in looking at my work, but basically that's just like a personal creative journaling kind of thing that I'm documenting. And yeah, I just have so many ideas, so many things that I want to do, and it just needs to be prioritized. And so it's like I feel at the same time that I'm doing a lot of journaling, but at the same time, I'm not doing a lot of journaling because I'm not necessarily following the things that I said I was going to do in January. So it's just all in flux. So let me know how you're doing. This was my just sort of little check in and update for August. And I would love to hear what you're doing and how your journaling is going. And if you love digital printables, remember that I am on Ko-fi as Tortagialla. I offer membership for digital printables as well as for like a bonus craft video. I also have a shop on Ko-fi, so you can go there and buy printables, and there's a bunch of freebies as well. And of course, my website tortagialla.com is filled with years and years of complete freebies. You just go to the blog, scroll through the different posts, and you can download any of the freebies for your personal use. I just love to share, and I'm designing them anyways, so that is all I have for this time. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. Thanks.